One of my students recently asked me a question. Why do we become possessive in a relationship? And I thought, why not to share it with everybody? Because possessiveness is something that we all have experienced. Either we have experienced somebody becoming possessive towards us, or we have become possessive towards others. And this necessarily does not remain true only in a husband-wife or a relationship between a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but also between two best friends. Between the child becomes possessive of her mother if the mother is giving more interest and spending more time with the other child. So why do we become possessive in any kind of relationship? Possessiveness typically comes out of the fact that you fear losing the other person. The fear may be coming from a deep inner wound, coming from a childhood trauma, or even perhaps a past life issue, much of which can be explored using the Akashic records and karmic clearing sessions. But let's understand and dive deeper into it. For example, if you have your partner towards whom you become possessive, for whatever reasons, it could be a reason that the other person is able to attract better mates than you, or the other person is more financially independent and you're dependent on that particular person, and therefore you fear losing the other person, or perhaps any other reason. Understand that the core of all of the possessiveness towards the other person, or even for that matter, towards a parent, can also be arising out of the only thing which is called the lack. If you perceive that you have a lack of something, that the other person, that the partner, that the mother, that the other parent is able to bring to you, which you feel that you do not have in your life in the moment, you would want to hold on to that particular thing, and therefore you would want to restrain the other person from moving across and leaving you, because you fear that if the person moves on, you will also lose that particular thing, whether it is love, it is an issue with money, if it is about time, it is just about engagement, it could be any. So when this thing really happens, that you become fearful of losing a partner, you need to ask yourself, what is this that the partner is bringing into my relationship which I do not have of my own? What is it that I need this person for in my life? And that would be the thing that you are already lacking in yourself. This dives deeper into the fact of the imbalances that we have within ourselves, the imbalances of divine masculine, divine feminine. If the yin and yang energies within our own existence is balanced enough, we would not need to chase our partners, because we would always be feeling abundant and supported by the universe. It is when we do not believe that we have enough, or that we are backed by the universe, or that the universe or the creator of all that is will provide us whatever we need in a particular situation in our highest best, we tend to hold on. We tend to pound on the other person who is bringing that particular thing into the relationship. Now, as a result, either you could become too dependent on the other person, or the other person would become too remote to you. The other person would want to find means to be away from you. In either of the situation, your possessiveness is leading to creation of more gaps and distance between you and your partner. So what is the solution? Instead of chasing that particular thing that you lack in yourself in the other person, so that the other person brings into the relationship, identify what is it that you need from the other person. Second, try to build that particular thing in your own existence. If it is money, become independent. If it is emotional dependence, identify your inner child wound because of which is so emotionally dependent on somebody else that you feel that you will not be able to manage your emotions yourself. Or if it is an issue which you are not able to identify from a current life situation, seek the help of an Akashic Records consultant. Perhaps a CBT session that dives deeper into your inner child wounds and also into your past life karma can reveal to you why you have created a situation like this, why you have attracted a situation like this. As I always say, any situation that is bothering you, we always tend to point our finger towards the other person. It is the other person who is doing this thing to me. It is the other person who is responsible for my happiness. It is the other person who is supposed to be doing this thing to me. Or, for example, if it is husband-wife relationship, it is the man's responsibility to bring money in the house. Why can't a woman be earning enough? So we have to come out of the areas, the limiting beliefs, the cultural boundaries that we have created around ourselves that make us feel less than the other, that makes us feel unworthy, that makes us experience lack, that makes us feel that we are not lovable. And then slowly and slowly try to release out all those inhibitions that are causing the lack in you. Because when you move your mindset from lack to abundant nature, it is only then you will have the law of attraction working into your favor. But for that, you need to take inspired action. Once you start taking inspired action, what magic can it bring to your relationship? It will help you balance your own yin and yang, number one. Second, the person whom you were chasing, who was becoming more distant and remote, will also become moderate and uniform in his or her approach towards you. Because then the other person is also not feeling overwhelmed by the chase that you have been putting onto the other person because of your own lack. So you need to elevate your own energetic signature from the perspective of lack to the perspective of abundance. Only then you will be able to experience abundance in your relationships. That is how law of attraction works. And when that happens, you're not only able to elevate your own energetic signature, you're not only able to influence positively the relationship that you're having with the other person, but also positively able to influence energies of the other person. So as a result, the other person will also has to accelerate its own development and raise his or her own vibrations to keep up in match with you. And what will happen as a result? Your overall relationship will move to the next level of its development, of its evolution, where both of you will be in more alignment with your own yin and yang energies, balancing out each other in a relationship setup and contributing to each other positively. Because there is no lack, there is no withdrawing of energy from the other person. You both will be whole and complete into your existence. And when you do that, you're not only influencing your own relationship, but the generations to come after you. Because a child will also be seeing that my parents are self-sufficient, they're loving, they are connected, they have balance in their relationships. So as a result, for the child, the relationship dynamics, the example of the relationship that the parents are setting will become the benchmark. And when the child will grow up, the child will not accept anything less than that. So you see how your own elevation of self-concept and balancing of yin and yang can lead to so much of influence in your life that it not only affects you but positively influences the generations to come. Coming back to the concept of yin and yang and the lack of it. We all have yin and yang and we all must be striving to achieve a balance. But basis how we have evolved as a soul over so many lifetimes, and even more so, Our relationship with our Creator, when the soul was first created, it got separated from the Creator. It saw itself separate from the Creator. It identified that, okay, perhaps the Creator does not want me any longer within itself, or whatever the beliefs that the soul has first formed has started to cause its karma with the Creator. And the more divide it has gone through while its journey towards earth, and even on earth, the more past lives it has lived, lifetime after lifetime, creating more and more karma between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. That is what we are actually experiencing into our relationships. So if I really have to create a relationship with my husband or my partner or my mother, or for that matter anybody else around me, I first need to see what is it that the other person is bringing into my relationship. I first have to see, do I lack that particular aspect in my life, that I'm chasing that particular thing alone. And if I see that it is something beyond love, it is something beyond connection, it is something beyond authentic self-expression that the other person is bringing to me, and if it is more materialistic, if it is more ungrounded, if it is more on the lines that the other person is giving and I am needing that particular thing from the other person, something I can't create on my own, and therefore I'm dependent on the other person, I tend to act as an energetic vampire on the other person. So instead of doing that and creating more harm into your relationship, access your Akashic records. Understand why a situation is coming up and create abundance by removing the layers and layers and layers and layers of karma that you have created lifetime after lifetime. I would not guarantee that you would see results immediately after 1, 2 or 3 sessions, but once you start to learn using Akashic records for your own benefit and you start to create harmony within the Akashic records and your energies, you start to take all the information from the Akashic records to your advantage, to understand why you have chosen a particular partner, to understand why you've chosen a particular situation with your partner, to understand what a particular situation is trying to teach you, and then releasing the past life karma or the current life inner child wound with respect to that particular issue, doing the energetic cleansing over a period of time. There is no way that you will be a same person again. And that's the power of Akashic records. One of my students recently asked me a question. Why do we become possessive in a relationship? And I thought, why not to share it with everybody? Because possessiveness is something that we all have experienced. Either we have experienced somebody becoming possessive towards us, or we have become possessive towards others. And this